Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. President Obama gets blowback from the intel community. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. There is deep anger among some working in the CIA, DIA, and other American intelligence agencies. That's because President Obama told 60 Minutes it was an intel failure, not his fault, that ISIS grew into a monster.
How did they end up where they are in control of so much territory? Was that a complete surprise to you?
Well, I think our head of the intelligence community, Jim Clapper, has acknowledged that I think they underestimated what had been taking place in Syria.
So at this point, President Obama has not taken any responsibility for the botched intelligence on ISIS, and that has led to some evaluations. First up, November 13th, 2013, the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Iraq and Iran said this in front of a House committee.
ISIL is led by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, a specially designated global terrorist under U.S. law who is now based in Syria. Earlier this year, Baghdadi announced a campaign of terror to include attacks against Iraqi security services, government targets, and civilians. There's no question that ISIL is a group that is growing roots in Syria and in Iraq.
Okay, so that means the president had to know that the State Department, at least, believed ISIS was a major threat. Number two, February 11, 2014, this year, the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency told Senator Joe Manchin that ISIS was a major problem.
How imminent of a threat does the resurgence of al-Qaeda affiliates pose for the regional stability there?
I think it's increasingly a concern that we're going to have to pay very close attention to, not only inside of Iraq, but for the whole region, as you're highlighting.
So again, President Obama had to know a terror threat was brewing, yet the president did nothing. Talking Points believes Mr. Obama does not want to engage the war on terror in general. Yes, he'll order drone strikes and some special forces activity, but he does not want the USA to launch major offenses against terror groups. Therefore, the president looks away, hoping that a situation like ISIS in Syria will go away. And now, President Obama is paying a price for his passive approach to the jihad, as the beheadings of 2 Americans by the ISIS savages has awakened the public in America. The anti-terror situation overall is bleak. For decades, Pakistan has undermined Afghanistan and America by harboring the Taliban. We all know that. President Obama even knows it. For decades, Iran has funded Hezbollah and trained a variety of Shia terrorists on Iranian soil. President Obama, well aware. The al-Qaeda leader, al-Zawahiri, still at large. Where is he? Some country is harboring him. But again, the pro-terrorist nations around the world don't fear the United States. I mean, what did we do to Pakistan when they harbored bin Laden all those years? Nothing. And when the Pakistanis imprisoned the man who helped bring bin Laden down, Dr. Shakil Afridi, President Obama again did nothing. The doctor still languishes in prison to this day. So Mr. Obama's resume on terrorism is about as weak as you can get. Or am I wrong?